Hey folks, it's Russ. Today is Monday, April 6, 2026. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you all had a nice Easter if you celebrate Easter. And we had a great time. It was a really nice day. And today I just wanted to hop on here. I'm on my way to do a Walmart grocery pickup for the week. Just because it saves Tina and I a lot of time when we do pickups. And I prefer not going into the store if I don't have to. But that made me want to do this video about a morning routine that builds success and income. All right. And what I do every day is I use this app, okay, that allows me to structure my entire day. And it really just gets me off on the right foot. All right. So I put a few core benefits here that I wrote down so that I can reference them. The first thing is having a structured morning routine. All right, you're going to start your day with clarity and purpose. Most people start their day by waking up and going right to their phones and checking their emails and scrolling and doing all that stuff. All right, most people, not everybody, but most people. I like to start my day giving gratitude for having another day to my higher power. All right, God, you call whatever you want to. I do some praying, some meditating, and then I start my day. All right, but I always wake up and I always give thanks to my God, to my higher power, for giving me another day to be here, right? It's a gift. And then I can move on with my day. And that's usually followed by some 30 minutes of exercising, walking on the treadmill, and then I do some stretches and things like that. But you want to do gratitude and meditation as well. All right. And just to give thanks, it boosts your focus and your positivity. And it's a lot better than just jumping on your phone and doom scrolling and looking at all the negative BS that's out there on the news and things like that. And you don't need to check your email right away. Right. So this app allows me to do that because it has everything inside the app that I can just go and check off that I've done it. Okay. Once I'm done doing all that stuff, I check my goals in my vision board. All right, so you can write down your goals for the day, and there's a vision board there where you can put images for what you want to achieve. So on my vision board, I have a nice brick house, all right, like a little executive mansion, because I grew up in a brick home when I was smaller, and I just love brick homes. So my goal someday is to have a nice brick home again. All right. And, I just put that on there just so I can visualize it. All right. Then I have all organic foods, like a big picture of organic fruits and vegetables, because that's what we like to eat. I have gold and silver on there because that's what I like to stack. All right. My dream cars are a Rolls Royce or a Bentley. So I have two of those on there. And then I have a picture of the ocean with palm trees and the beach, because I have a goal mapped out to where I want to be on the beach in the next few years. Okay. I have something I'm working on, a plan that I'm working on, that by the time I'm 50 years old, which is in 5 years, that I can be on the beach, retired. Obviously I'm still going to be doing my online stuff, but having no other worries, having everything, possibly the soap company sold, and nothing to worry about other than, waking up every day and working on my marketing. So that's why I have the beach here. I want to spend time, at least in the wintertime, down in Florida. Okay. Summers in Maine are beautiful. So I have a vision board, and that's my vision. That's the goals that I'm working on. And so it's important to look at a vision board every day. And it's important to set your goals. If you're not writing or typing out your goals every day and keeping track of them, it's hard to just say, forget it, I'll do it tomorrow. Right? So these are important things. It tracks your progress, and you can visualize your dream life. And that's what I'm doing. That's what the vision board and the goal setting feature allows me to do. Then on top of that, we already talked about exercising and learning. But there's a reading app. There's a spot for reading. So I always make sure that I read. I love starting my days off reading. before reading, I'm not talking about reading emails, I'm talking about reading a book, you know, and I'm all into biographies, autobiographies on people who are successful. I'm also into personal development books, self-help personal development books. All right, but anything to do with business, anything to do with business moguls and their life, I enjoy reading that. So I like to start off reading instead of just jumping to my emails and things like that. And, you know, before I start watching YouTube videos or God forbid if I get caught up doom scrolling, which I do sometimes, you know, I like to read. It's very important. It's very important to continue to learn, because the number one asset are your skills when it comes to building a work from home business, right? Your number one assets is your knowledge and your skills. So it's always good to be investing in yourself and learning more. And by reading, I can do that. All right. And it also helps you stay, you know, grow your mind and body and soul by doing that, by, you know, just learning. You know, there's so many people think they know everything, and when you're really smart, the smart people know that, you know, we don't know too much, right? Even the smartest people on earth, there's always stuff for people to learn. And so I love doing that. And then the final thing is community support, right? We stay inspired and accountable with each other inside the app. There's a social group. And on top of all that, we have an affiliate side to this. You can earn 80% commission. So the app is $10 a month. And then when you share this and somebody joins you, you get $8 a month, and it's residual. So you can build up a nice little side income just by sharing this app. And I love the app. I love everything about it. It works. And, you know, it keeps me structured. You can connect it to Google Calendar. I never miss appointments. I never miss any important dates that I have, as far as, you know, if I have calls with a potential customer or a team member or something like that, I can keep it all inside this app. It's worth every single penny. Okay. So I'll leave a link down below this. I use it every morning. You can try it with me. You get 3 days. You know, if you don't like it within 3 days, you get your money back. But I think if you're serious about building an online business or a personal brand, or just getting through day-to-day things and staying on track and not getting sidetracked, this is the app. This app will certainly help you out, okay? So I'm here at Walmart now. I'm going to wait for my pickup, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day wherever you are. Reach out if you have any questions. I'm here to help you out, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. So until then, stay well, be safe, and peace be with you. Thanks for watching.